What's up guys, it's Darius, and today before I even get into this video, I just wanted to welcome and thank all of our new Guardian friends and subs to the channel. My name is Darius and I love me some Destiny, which is why with the start of Destiny 2, I decided to start covering the game on my channel. And I'm very happy to see that you felt my coverage was warranted a sub. Again, thank you, and I'm so excited to be on this ride on the road to Destiny 2 and beyond. But with that being said, let's get started with the video. So today we're going to be discussing the exploration of Destiny 2 and what it adds compared to Destiny 1. As we all know, Destiny 2's gameplay was finally revealed 4 days ago on May 18th. During this reveal, we got a look at a bunch of stuff we could look forward to experiencing when the game releases on both consoles and PC. We more importantly got a look at the 4 new places we get to explore day 1, and those places are the European Dead Zone on Earth, which was actually supposed to be in Destiny 1 but was cut at the last minute, Titan, the Titan Vanguard planet, Nessus, the Hunter Vanguard planet, and Io, the Warlock Vanguard planet. Let's move on to how we'll be exploring these planets and spaces in Destiny 2. Of course, as Bungie made very clearly during the presentation, there will be much more cutscenes to move the story along, as well as many more story missions to bring us to these new planets and have us explore them. Strikes will also be making a comeback, and if they're anything like what the inverted Spire strike was, which people got to play, then we can expect the roaming and play areas of these strikes to be much bigger and feel like your fire team are taking actual objectives to find some place in the world you're in that you weren't aware of before. In general, strikes just seem better, and now they encourage exploration on the planets we're on. Now let's move on to patrols. This was present in Destiny 1, however they weren't really a staple in terms of fun factor and reason for playing the game at all. Sure, they were used to get bounties done, get some resources that would later just be added to the towel for us to buy anyway, find treasure chests, and obtain certain exotic weapons in the game. But that's really it. It felt like a place we had to go to in order to get what we wanted, instead of a place we were going to because we actually were excited to go there and wanted to explore what it had to offer. Which, besides what I just listed in some very repetitive public events, wasn't too much. But with Destiny 2, it's a whole different story. Patrols still exist, and alongside that returns materials, chests, and public events, which now have heroic objectives apparently. But now we have what they're calling adventures. These adventures, from what we know so far, seem to focus on one character in the world you're in that'll send you on objectives that further help you explore the area you're in, as well as most likely getting you acquainted with who the NPC is. We can most likely expect Zavala, Ikora Cade, Hawthorne, and this guy right here who's holding the trashed No Land Beyond, whoever he is, to be the main characters sending us on these adventures for purposes we'll have to find out later on. Obviously, rewards have been confirmed to be part of these adventures that make us stronger. However, I also hope there's some story details connected to them. Speaking of these characters giving us stuff, they not only will put us on adventures, but they'll also mark our maps, which is also a new addition to the game. Dead are the days of having to remember every nook and cranny of every patrol space. They'll mark these maps with treasure locations, adventure, and objective locations, and what they're calling lost sectors. Lost sectors are described to be dungeons in the patrol area that have a cache of treasure in which the key is held by a boss. That sounds amazing, and that alone has me actually excited to be on patrols now. And that also actually reminded me of Horizon Zero Dawn as soon as I saw how it works and what they're going to be called. So that's a good look. On the European Dead Zone, we can most likely expect this structure right here, whether it be at launch or in the future, to either be an entrance or an encasing of a lost sector or an adventure, seeing as though it was speculated by the community and was also recently confirmed to be the Traveler. Well, sorta. Recently, in a PlayStation Access interview, Deej confirmed that this is a piece of the Traveler that fell off during the collapse. I have a feeling with the Cabal trying to get their hands on the Traveler and us not backing down, we're going to get very acquainted with the Traveler in person. All of those things are confirmed for Destiny 2, and they can all be accessed without having to go to orbit, which was also confirmed during the presentation. While this actually worries me even more about the viability of ships and what we're going to be able to do with them at all in Destiny 2, I'm still glad they're not making us go to orbit every single time we want to go somewhere. Our new social space has also been confirmed to be on Earth, and it's a place called the Farm, and we see multiple shots of this during the reveal. This place seems to be headed by the character Hawthorne, who left the last city long ago in order to survive on her own without relying on the Traveler and whatever its light brings. Seems to be a very lively and robust social space. Oh yeah, soccer confirmed for Destiny 2. Titan is a moon of Saturn and is where you unironically find Zavala if you want to interact with him. There's no landmass whatsoever on this planet, and the only thing keeping us up from basically drowning on this methane planet is an old sinking utopia built on it years ago with the help of the Traveler. We can also expect to find hive enemies here on this planet if the hive-like structures and foliage is any indication, as well as this guy shooting what looks to be a hive knight in the face with there being an oceanic background. Nessus is where you'll find Cade, and this is a beautiful planet that has been totally remodeled and terraformed by the Vex into one of their huge machines as part of their whole pattern. You can also see huge Vex milk waterfalls in the scenery, which is also awesome. Also, this planet looks a lot like something from No Man's Sky. You'll never be able to unsee that after hearing it. And lastly, we have Io, which is where you'll find Ikora. Apparently this is the last place the Traveler landed before stopping on Earth. Seems fitting for Warlocks to take refuge here due to it having all kinds of information on the Traveler and undiscovered mysteries and lore. One last thing I wanted to mention before wrapping up this video was the possibility of our classes being tied to activities in patrol. People are starting to realize that the groups of perks that are set up in the classes have names to them. Patrick Casey of the Destiny Community podcast recently made some really cool theories and points about these groups of perks. The Warlock's first group of perks is called Attunement of Sky. He mentions that attunement could be a thing in Destiny 2, allowing us to go on missions that would unlock another part of the subclass. I think allowing us to do this in missions or even on patrol adventures would be awesome, giving us even more to do on patrols that matter. It's definitely safe to say that Destiny 2 exploration is going to be something most of us look forward to doing and not just feeling like it's an obligation to do in patrols to just get stuff we want like in Destiny 1. I will say though, if there's anything in Destiny 2 that I do not want in terms of exploring, I sure as hell do not want a repeat of trying to get those exotic swords like we did in year 2, because honestly, I'd cry. That's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think of all of these changes and additions to the exploration of Destiny 2 coming down below in the comment section, and what you're most excited about and what you want to see. If you enjoyed the video, a like is appreciated, as well as a sub and a click on that bell button to make sure you don't miss any new Destiny 2 content in the future. Again, thank you to all the new subs that have come in the past couple days. If you guys would like to interact with me and share stuff with me at any time, go ahead and follow me on Twitter at Crystallis_King. That link is down in the description. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.